Hey. Who's there? Hey. Who's on there? Alright, guys. So, we are here. It's kind of a rainy Sunday. Actually, we were going to do a live video on Friday at Eric's work washing the truck because they've got excellent Wi-Fi. But, alas, it didn't work out. So, now you gotta deal with my bad Wi-Fi. Hi, guys. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Bill. Hey, Whitetail. Hey, Doug. Scott. Okay. Hey, Michael. How you doing? Yeah, right, Douglas. Okay, so let's see. Eric is busy in the barn working on the horse trailer. He's putting in some bolts and busting out some rivets. So if you hear a lot of knocking, it's Erik ripping apart the trailer. So, all right. So because there was a little bit of confusion on the 20,000 sub giveaway, a lot of people thought they were supposed to comment on the video where I was revealing all the prizes. Hey, brown coat. Hey, Jason. Hey, Andy. But the video was actually the one where I actually reached 20,000 subs. And I don't remember which one that was. Seeding the hayfield. I don't know. I put a little title in the video, but I don't think a lot of people caught on to that. So what I did was I actually drew 2 names, one from each video, so that, you know, if there was confusion, everybody kind of got included. Hey, Dale, good to see you back. So the 2 names that were drawn were Colin Taylor and Scott H. I haven't seen either of you 2 pop up on here yet, but so what I did was I put both names, like I wrote them down 4 times and put them into this bucket, and then I'll pick one, and that will be the one. All right, so we're going to reach in here. Oh, my thing is yelling at me. We're just gonna kind of spin them around, and I'm just gonna grab one, and this is it. Drum roll, please. I don't know if I can even read it on here. Colin Taylor. Colin Taylor, you are the winner of the 20K giveaway. And my phone is not focusing. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a cat on me. So, hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Why is it every single day? So, does anybody want a cat? Like, or a scurf? Okay. So, I've been kind of thinking, like, giveaways are kind of fun. I didn't know what you guys would think about doing, like, I don't know, like a once a week giveaway with something small, like a keychain or something like that. No, he doesn't win $20,000, Alan. He wins the, it was the safe reveal video that showed all the prizes that you can win. So it was like, I don't know, $50 worth of stuff, $50 or $75 worth of stuff. So yeah, coyotes do love cats. Actually, my cats have not been eaten by coyotes, Chris, which is kind of shocking. Especially this guy, he's not the smartest crayon. But anyway, so what do you guys think about doing like a once a week giveaway? I don't know, where I could do like first person to comment on the video gets the prize. I'd have to find something interesting though. I couldn't do hats because that would break the bank real fast. You can't find the DeWalt tool anywhere, Raptor? Hey, Mike. That one was the last one they had at Tractor Supply. He won a monkey bat. Yes, he did. I might throw the cat in too. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I've got the parade float behind me. How are the new seed fields doing? I don't think I could show you on my phone because it's not going to show up, but they're doing really well. All of them have sprouted. Eric's 50 pounds per acre field is doing great. It sprouted. I mean, obviously it sprouted everywhere, and he's kind of wishing that he had planted all of the fields 50 pounds per acre. Whoa, you're such a snuggly kitty. Yeah, all my cats are super snuggly, but WTFarm Girl stickers. Are you thinking like actual stickers, or are you thinking like vehicle decals? Hello from Minnesota. I'm not big time on YouTube, Douglas. Once a month giveaway, that'd be a good idea too. Actually, curiously enough, if I do actually get big enough, they are, get this, they are putting in a Holiday Inn in Cedar Springs, which is like 10 minutes from my house. It's nuts to think that they're putting in a hotel in our tiny little town, but so now if I did do a meet and greet event, you guys would all have a place to stay, and then you could have your own meet and greet event at the hotel too. Eh? How's the aluminum welding going? Well, it was going good. Yeah, vehicle decals would be cool. The aluminum welding definitely need more practice. Some of you guys had suggested different techniques of like, I think somebody said like a smiley face or a C. So I'm going to try doing that. I'm going to try continuously holding it. Erik told me not to because he said you have to pulse it. So, I don't know. It's just playing around with it, and I have a whole big chunk of metal. So, hey, from West Michigan. Good to see you, Big Bear. What part of Michigan are you from? Can you borrow some of my thumbnails? What are you talking? You mean like this one, the one that's breaking off? Alan, I'm not sure if they're gonna have a bar or not. They haven't even started building. They're just clearing the land, but probably next year it'll be up and running. Or a circle. Jason, I was doing circles. I was doing like little circle, little circle, little circle. It worked. You know, it was going through pretty good. No, Rockford isn't very far away, but Rockford doesn't even have a hotel. Can you believe that? So the only place that actually currently has hotels would be Greenville, and they're not very far. They're like 20 minutes, but I think their hotel prices are a little more expensive. Hey, GT. Hey, Russell. That's a tiger. Yes, he is a tiger. We actually have 3 tigers now. You have to pulse thin stuff, continuous on thicker. Yeah, that makes sense. Thumbnails a giveaway. I would agree. It still has a couple of weeks left to go, I think, before it comes off. Save your Tootsie Roll wrappers. The litter box is full and Halloween is coming. What? So you've been out hunting more, Farmal? Yeah, Erik and I were just talking about that today. Yeah, we almost talked about going out tonight, but you know, I want to hang my meat this year, so I don't want to cooler it. It doesn't come out as good when it's thrown into a cooler. I'm a big OCD person on how my venison is processed, so. Do I have a set of MIG pliers? I don't even know what MIG pliers are, Ken. Yeah, Big Rapids is a bit of a drive. Greenville's a dump. Jason. How did I get started on what, Russell? Yes, craft beer up in there. Are you making craft beer, you're saying? Hi, Weedman. So I kill Bambi's mom. Actually, Timothy, we're very careful on what deer we shoot. We don't just shoot any random deer, because if we did, we'd probably be swimming in venison. Erik had 12 deer out on the field the other night when he was out. But we typically don't shoot moms with babies because the babies at this point are still very young and they can't really function on their own yet. So we try to shoot, you know, maybe yearlings that are over a year old, or full-size mature bucks, or maybe a doe that doesn't have any babies. I don't know. It's probably why we don't shoot a whole lot of deer. Cat, come on. Too hot for trapping too, yeah. Yes, we do have chronic wasting disease out here, although I don't think anything's tested positive in our area. What do I think about the new regulations? It's pretty hardcore for people that send their venison out to be processed, Fortunately, our taxidermy person is in a chronic wasting disease area county. He's up in, I think it's New, and so are we. So it's not a big deal. We can shoot a deer. If we shoot a big buck, we can still take it to get processed. But you know, if you wanted to take him out of Kent County or out of Newaygo County, you wouldn't be able to. How did I get started on buying the land and farming? Well, that's kind of an interesting question. Pretty much what happened was we were living in a subdevelopment. Yeah. Housing development out in the suburbs. And I was just kind of sick of it. We wanted about 10 acres to just, you know, dink around on. You couldn't find 10 acres at that time for sale in our area, you know, especially not with a house on it. So we went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then our realtor showed us this chunk of land right here. Well, this was all vacant fields. Like, there's pretty much nothing. Like, basically, like, back there is kind of what the whole thing looked like. It was just covered in bushes and grass and everything. And the price was really good. I mean, it was a steal of a deal, and it wasn't even advertised for sale. So pretty much we had to make a decision. Do we want to buy an absurd amount of land? Absurd, you know, in our minds. It was earmarked for a housing development, so if we hadn't bought it, this would all be turned into houses. So that's kind of why we ended up buying it, is because we didn't want to see another development going in. And there's a lot of farms that are going under and being sold off, and no one's continuing them. So both our grandparents were farmers, and we thought, you know, why not try to like revive the whole farming thing? So that's how we got started out here. And as it happened, the fields were already planted for hay, and we were looking at getting horses, so that was kind of a no-brainer. And then the maple syrup kind of came secondary when we found out that there were maple trees on the property. And we just dinked around with maple syrup and ended up just absolutely loving it. So that's how we ended up with hay and maple syrup. All right, let me see if I can find my comments. Oh, there they are. Dink around. How Midwest of me. Yeah, that's kind of what we do out here. Thank you, Anthony. Let's see. You can shoot about 90 deer per year legally? Oh, where you're at, Chris. That's a heck of a lot of deer. I bring what inside to keep them warm? Craft Beer Pours is a channel? Okay, hold on. Let me get back. Okay, now we're back on the comments. Doug says he wants to do maple syrup. You should totally give it a try. Even if you just put in, like, I'd say 5 taps. If you can find, you know, a big tree that you can put a couple on and a couple more trees, definitely give it a shot. You can just cook it down on your stove, or people use turkey fryers. It's a good way to get started. Hello from Dutchland. What happened to the horse-stomped kitty? That is an excellent question. He found a wonderful home with 2 sisters and a brother, and he was actually a birthday present for the younger sister, who was 17. The older one, I think, was in her 20s, and they've sent me regular pictures and updates on him, and anytime he has an issue, they just, you know, send me a text, hey, we're kind of worried, and so I walk him through, you know, getting through his digestive issues, and he's put on a lot of weight. He is doing awesome, so good news for him. Lawn care and landscaping. Nice to see you. Hey, Reaganizer. Do we get advice from our family on running the farm? No, we don't, because none of our family is around. Erik's grandpa, shoot, I think he had Alzheimer's way back when Erik was a little kid, and you know, Erik obviously had no thoughts on running a farm back then. Although I think when he was a kid, he did help out on the farm sometimes. My grandpa on my side died, I don't know, way back before I even met Erik. So again, I had no thoughts on getting a farm and didn't think to pick his brain on farming. I've talked to my grandma a little bit. She's 94, I think. And she just will tell me a little bits of history, but she didn't run the farm, and she pretty much was just stuck in the house feeding their farm hands and keeping the kids in line. And so kind of on that note, it's been a little tough because, we don't really have anybody out here kind of like helping us along. It's just digging through the internet and sifting through all the, advice out there. But you guys have really been a big help too. You've had a lot of good tips that we've picked up on, and some tips are good, some tips are not good. I mean, everyone has their own way of doing it, but it's kind of funny because we look at where we came from 5 years ago and we're like, man, if we had started the YouTube channel 5 years ago, you guys would have had a heck of a show, because it was a cluster crap out here. It was just a mess. I mean, everything was a mess. I mean, it was just complete chaos. But we could have gotten some really good advice from you guys too, which probably would have helped with the chaos. So that's kind of a bummer. But on the same note, you guys have definitely been a big help. Like, some of you guys suggested on the New Holland, hey, check the back seat to see if there's a manual back there. Well, we definitely would have never figured on looking back there, and sure enough, there was a manual back there. So you guys have just been awesome. Let's see. Alan P, I can't say honestly one way or another if your tip stuck or not. I can't say, well, this person right here also always has amazing tips. There's so many tips from so many people that I can't keep track of who says what. So yeah, sorry. Oh, you heard about me from Sarah and Toon Russell? Yeah, she's doing really good. Erik still watches her. I think she's almost up to 100,000 now. Recognizer says, thank you for helping keep farming alive and saving the land. You're welcome. Yeah, it's hard. A lot of people look down on younger farmers, especially newbies. And, I guess I'm kind of seeing the whole competition thing, but, in our area, at least, most of the farmers are newbies. Like, most of the people in our area are all newbie farmers. We've got a guy, if you watched my pig farming in winter from last year video, they're all newbie farmers too, and they're kind of like us, where they're trying to survive on the land and make money off from it. They do pigs and they do sheep and chickens and eggs, and do a lot more with the homesteading sort of stuff too. Your tip is red tractors. We have a red tractor. It's a Farmel. It's sitting out there. That was my first tractor. Yeah. Robert says, you heard about me from Cotton Top. Oh, at the How Farms Workday. Yes. Cotton Top was a lot of fun to hang out with, too. Hey, Ontario Cash Crop Farmer. That's a mouthful. How is the C doing? Well, the C is still not running. Still sitting out in front. It'll probably be sitting there until next year when Erik decides to get working on her. But, she's not going anywhere, and she's still there, so... all things in time. Let's see. Yeah, we're lucky the manual did come with the tractor, because Erik actually had bought one, and he was going down to pick it up the day that you guys said to check behind the tractor seat. So he called the manufacturer and he's like, I don't need it. And they're like, oh, okay, that's cool, we'll just hold on to it. What did we do before the farm? Are you talking about me specifically, Russell, or are you talking about Erik? Because obviously we did two different things. Red power. How is the driveway doing? I can actually show you the driveway. I don't think my internet will die just yet. It is getting, Raptor, it's crazy because it is getting cold. Like today, right now it's about 50. I've got 2 pairs of pants on and my Carhartt coat. But then Tuesday it's going to be 80. So go figure. So here's the driveway. You can see that it's looking really good. It probably could do to have a little bit more put down. Like there's a couple thin spots right here. Erik did want to continue extending it down that way. You can see the muddy mess right there. But this area is great. This is nice. I don't know if he's going to get it finished yet this year, honestly, but hey, at least I got the main area done. Most new farmers are free range farmers. Farmall fanatic. Yeah, well, it was running Farmall. Erik figured that the carburetor probably needed more cleaning out because it actually was running and then it was having issues. And then it was at that point that we got the last of our hay done and we just kind of retired it down there. Actually, I think Erik might have towed it down there with the Journey because we didn't have the truck yet either. And then we bought the John Deere, which was just in time for winter plowing. A Craftsman tractor. I didn't know they made tractors. It's a little warmer and you're not very far. Well, I mean, you can go like, I don't know, 15 minutes south of us and it'll be like 3 degrees warmer. I do need a bigger pickup truck. I'm thinking like a 10-inch lift on this thing. I think that would about do it. You guys see the trees out there changing color? Let's see if we can zoom in. Does anybody not have trees that change color out by them? I mean, I've lived pretty much all over across the country, most notably Las Vegas, and we didn't have trees, obviously. So I just love the different seasons, even though I hate cold, rainy weather. It needs a bead blast? What do you mean? Yeah, I would need a 6-foot ladder to get into it. Yeah, Douglas, I agree with you on the whole winter thing. It just seems like, the last couple of years here in Michigan has been just crazy as far as fall goes. I mean, I don't remember having this much green in the middle of October. There's still a lot out here. Yeah, out in New England, you guys get colors changing too, don't you? Bloop. All right, let's see if we can take a little walk out to the barn and see if I can see what Erik's up to. I'm gonna warn you, the connection might die, so just bear with me. I'll try to keep track and see if it does. Okay, let's see. I can't get very far into the barn because it will drop. It's kind of a dead zone out here because even if I turn my Wi-Fi off, I can't even pick up like a signal. It's really gunked up. Yeah, there probably will be a cold snap coming through. I know later on this week it's going to be colder. Oh, I see Erik's leg sticking out. Hey, there's Erik's head sticking out. You see that? We have the trailer lights working inside. What? I don't think we need to weld this channel to the outside piece. Why? How's it attached? To the framework. Oh, you're just gonna weld it to the framework? Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know, it might suck this in. Yeah, it might. I mean, we could do it. I don't know. It fits really, really good in there without. Yeah, that's fine. Really yeah, that's fine. Hey, Linda. Yes, we do go bow hunting, and yes, the hole is fixed in the door. The other door, you can't see it from here, but that's not fixed. So. Yes, Reganizer, I agree. We're slowly working towards a shed for the implements. The cedar is back there. I'm not sure what else we'll pull in this year. We were going to put all the implements back there, build a shed back there, and park them all in there. Actually, we're going to park them back there this year, but we don't have the rest of our gravel yet. So I'm probably going to take a semi-permanent snooze on our front lawn this year because I'm sure that's just how it's going to go. You're missing rain in the Netherlands. I thought it rained all the time out there. The trees are starting to change in Iowa. Yeah, you guys have been slammed with rain out there in Iowa. We haven't been too bad. We do bow hunting. Out here, especially in our area, we have a ton of people out here who hunt. I don't know if you heard the gunshots going off earlier. That was from people practicing. At least I hope they're practicing and not actually shooting anything. All of our neighbors, they all hunt. So for us, bow hunting is the best way to go, because by the time gun season rolls around, the deer are freaked out and they don't move unless it's dark. Even during rut, they tend to lay really low. On that note, I did hear that the rut is in full swing right now in our area in Michigan. So all of my reason to get out and see what I can find. Should bail her away. Yeah, too far away from the house. Wi-Fi extender depth should do the trick. I have one on the other side of the house, and actually I was gonna do another video of live welding on the horse trailer last week, but I couldn't find anything to get Wi-Fi out to the barn. I did put an extender out here, but it would not go through the sheet metal. So, kind of out of luck. Ouch. A John Deere 9620. I'm not that familiar with tractors as far as what's what. Michigan is good for moisture and rust. It is. Yeah. Normally we Normally we park the truck in the barn in the wintertime, but it won't be this year because of the horse trailer. I don't know, unless Erik pulls the horse trailer out and parks it. I don't know. We're still figuring that out. Do we have hay for sale? We actually don't. We have probably about 50 or so bales that we might sell later in the year. You know, the whole, drive the price up in the middle of winter sort of thing. We've never really been able to do that because we always sell out before winter. So, yeah, it just depends. We don't want to cut ourselves short and sell too much, because we have a cow that we need to get butchered out, and so far no one's able to take her. So, yeah, we have to feed her until she's butchered, obviously. What else was I gonna say? How long can you store hay? You can store hay for over a year before the vitamin levels begin to drop. I did look that up online. So if you buy hay that's from last year, it's still going to be good. If you can get like the year before's hay at a discounted rate, totally get it. It might be sun bleached, but the nutrition is not going to be any worse than stuff that's, say, a month old sitting in someone's barn. That's not an old junk horse trailer, Jason. It's a nice horse trailer. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what we do with the truck versus the trailer. You guys are going to get a hurricane done? I haven't heard of anything, but child. We're sending our children out to be butchered. Yeah, well, Michigan equals bad hair days. Yeah, I know. My hair's pretty humid. We don't have any cows on our farm. We've got 2 cows. They're just on the other side of the farm, by the driveway. Thanks, Pat. Mark, yes, depending on how it's stored. If you store your hay out in the rain like some people do with round bales, then it's not going to last very long. That's very good for clarifying, Mark. Yeah, because we do square bales inside, which are going to survive longer than, so say, a round bale outside. I'm getting good at this. Yes. Hey, Jeff. You got a hurricane on Wednesday. Okay. Bale and foil. I'm not familiar with foiling. Is that where you put salt on it? Or you cover it in foil? Hey, Greg. Let's see. So, do you guys have any thoughts on composting? Like, not like little tiny, like, out here in Michigan, there are some farms that do like big composting where they have like, that's all they do is just compost stuff. And they've got big fields and they lay it out in like a big row, and then they have a machine that comes through and flips it. So I was kind of thinking, like, we don't have a manure spreader and we don't really collect that much manure, but I thought maybe we could compost it in a big giant area and then throw that on the field. Has anybody tried that before? Many thoughts. Way do farmers wrap their bales in plastic? It depends. Sometimes you can spray them with a preservative and wrap them in plastic, usually round bales, but also you can put haylage in plastic too, and that just preserves it. What kind of farming do? We do horse hay and maple syrup. And then we also do some chickens. Ah! And crazy psychotic cats. Oh. Okay. You have 250 acres worth of hay. It would be very hard to store it all inside. Yeah, well, that's probably true. You probably do round bales, I'm gonna guess. Oh my gosh, cat, come on. Like, okay, sorry. Never a dull moment. How we move the cattle, let you know, huh, Douglas? Well, we actually do have to move them again. We have to move them into their winter pasture, which, let me see, maybe I can show you over here. Composting on a large scale is hard. Yeah, I wondered about that. The chickens are, I think it's just with the rainy weather, the rain still jumps on the back of them, so it tends to rip out their feathers a lot more. I need to finish butchering out my meat chickens, and then I can move the rooster in by himself, which he's going to be thrilled about. But garden, yeah, Raptor, we want to do it for the fields, like, because we've got chicken bedding, we've got dog poop, we've got cow poop, we've got horse poop. I'm thinking of just throwing it into a big thing and then like flipping it periodically and then hopefully letting it break down and then fertilizing the fields with it. I don't know. I don't know if that would be enough to fertilize them with, but I'd like to put natural stuff down on the fields instead of chemicals, but right now that's all we can get a hold of is just chemical fertilizer. Yeah, it's a good thing I am wearing a jacket with this cat. Be covered in mud. Alright, so back there is the second cow pasture. That's the one Erik was chasing the cow on the dirt bike in. So they have to go back there for winter. Do we have Army of Worms? I've heard too far. My Wi-Fi got mad. What is the cow? It's gonna be a whole nother put down. Yeah, my cat is my hairdresser. Oh, sorry, Jalen. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is terrible out here. I mean, this is what we can get for Wi-Fi at the moment. I don't know. There might be a couple other options I could look into, but I gotta figure something out because this is terrible. All right. Any other questions, guys? Probably gonna head off here in just a minute and go help Erik in the barn, and I'm sure my child is hungry too. No, we don't have any turkeys this year. We just, I don't know, just never got around to it. You know, to have turkeys, you gotta have a turkey enclosure, and we were, I don't know, we were just working on a bunch of other stuff instead. Was I gonna go shovel all the manure by hand? Well, the horse pasture, not so much. Actually, yeah, I would have to shovel it all by hand. And the wintertime, I run the box blade down the pasture, and then that scoops it all up, and then I can shovel it out with the bucket. But, yeah. That was my... Yeah, so, like, literally, I'm standing, like, I don't know, from the Wi-Fi, and it keeps dropping. Just because the Wi-Fi itself is not very good. Oh, your friend is back. Oh, I love you too, kitty. I do love you. All right, guys. Why New Hollands? I think because Erik was really fed up with John Deere, because everything had to be specific John Deere. Like, you couldn't just buy a generic part for it. Like, because he was looking at the quick attach easy hitch, the easy hitch. And you couldn't just buy an easy hitch, you had to buy a specific John Deere brand easy hitch. And Erik wasn't thrilled about that. And the parts, everything is so expensive with John Deere. So it was honestly a choice between Case or New Holland. He was looking at two different tractors. They were both nearly identical in every aspect. Ultimately, we went with the New Holland because it had a self-leveling loader. How long until our first snow? I don't know, Jerry. It could snow tonight. This is Michigan. You don't know. Typically, we get snow by Thanksgiving, and then by Christmas, it's all melted, and then it's just gross out like this. have a Wi-Fi tower 4 feet from your cell phone, and your cell phone won't pick it up. No, the cat is not camera shy. He's not anything shy. Alright guys, so I'm gonna let you go. Ugh. I gotta get this guy off me too. So you guys take care, enjoy your fall colors if you have them. And hopefully those of you with crops aren't getting rained out too badly. And yeah, cat butts. See, it's a furry butt. Alright, so, and again, the winner was Colin Taylor, so he'll probably be popping on later. So, hey, Wild Wonderful Off-Grid, good to see you. And you guys can go check off Wild Wonderful Off-Grid too. They just started a channel on their house that they're building. It's an A-frame house. So if you guys are liking the off-grid stuff, they are doing that right now and trying to build a house before winter. So, alright guys, take care. Love you. Bye.